It probably hasn't escaped your notice that many people on the internet think the Earth is not a globe. Regular viewers of this channel will know that. But today one such person is going to prove it, apparently, as they think they can destroy everything with just one question. Hello all and welcome along to another video with me, Simon Dan. Thanks very much for joining me. Before we begin with today's video though, I was reading earlier how NASA will return Artemis 2 to the hangar for more repairs before they strap astronauts in. And I was reading that story on Ground News, which was actually founded by a former NASA engineer called Harleen Kaur, who worked on the James Webb Space Telescope. Now, Ground News combines stories and articles from thousands of outlets, local and national, in one place so readers can see the full picture of what's being reported around the world. As you can see here, Ground News shows you if there's any political leanings for each publication. And in this instance, we can see that this story is mainly centre-driven, with a total of 87 news sources. For every story, you get a quick visual breakdown of the news outlet covering it, what their political bias is, how factual the source is, which entity owns the source and which countries are covering the story. Now, Ground News is also gaining notoriety for its work. They were recently recognised by the Nobel Peace Centre for their impact on media literacy, saying it's an excellent way to stay informed and avoid echo chambers, as well as expanding your worldview, which is exactly why we use Ground News as well. You can see every side to every story with access to international perspectives that are hard to find, so then you can make informed decisions where you can read, watch and share the best information available. And Ground News is mission-centric. It's not about eliminating bias, but providing better transparency. And they're funded by the community, not by big ads or investors. So go to ground.news/Simon to stay fully informed on breaking news and compare media coverage. Subscribe through my link in the description for 40% off unlimited access if you support the mission and find it as useful as I do. Right then, on with today's video, which comes from our favourite demonstrable realist, Level Earth Observer. He's got a question for us, one in which he says destroys everything. Bit dramatic, Elio, but we'll have a look. Here we go.
This question destroys everything. This question is so simple, even a child can get it. But the repercussions of this question are so damning, it destroys a billion-dollar industry without even breaking a sweat. In fact, it's so easy, even a child who makes the statement and asks the question is capable of destroying a billion-dollar industry effortlessly, as we're about to see. What is the question, I hear you ask?
Before we even ask the question, notice what he's doing. This destroys everything. Even a child can understand it. Billion-dollar industry. This is not evidence from him, this is hype. He's loading the audience emotionally so the question feels powerful before it's even heard. And by the way, which billion-dollar industry are we talking about here? Satellites, aviation, GPS, meteorology, space flight? Because all of those rely on a spherical Earth model, and they work with extreme precision. If one simple question really did collapse that, planes wouldn't be able to navigate, GPS wouldn't function, and eclipses wouldn't be predictable, but of course they are. Right, let's hear this question then, shall we?
Well, how can something be physically true if it can't be physically demonstrated?
Okay, sounds powerful, but it really isn't. First, the globe can be physically demonstrated. You can measure curvature with geodetic surveys. You can watch ships disappear hull first. You can track star rotation changing with latitude. And you can measure different solar angles at the same time in different places. That is physical demonstration. Secondly, not all physical truths are demonstrated at the human scale. You can't see air pressure. You can't see gravity, and you can't see radio waves, but you measure their effects repeatedly and predictably. That's how physics works. So nice question, but it destroys nothing, my friend.
The question's so simple, but so destructive to the things that aren't physically true. And the easiest way to highlight that is with the biggest YouTuber out there who defends the globe. When he cites a cartoon animation as a physical demonstration, then you know the globe Earth theory is physically impossible.
Okay, when I show an animation, that does not mean that I think it's proof. It's just a visual aid. When you show things like orbital mechanics with an animation, you're illustrating equations that already exist. The physics is in the maths and the measurements, not in the graphics. Calling a cartoon doesn't make it false.
Because otherwise there'd be no need to cite cartoon animations as physical demonstrations. He then had the cheek to say his cartoon animation was too complicated and that I didn't understand. So a man, me, who stands by every physical demonstration on this earth, doesn't understand physics, but a man that cites a cartoon animation as his physical demonstration, he does. Think about how insane that actually is.
But physics is complicated. I'm not saying that as an insult, it's just a fact. Saying someone doesn't understand a model is not arrogance. It's acknowledging that actually understanding something requires actually engaging with the maths and the measurements. There will always be a need for visual explanations because physics is abstract. Vectors, curvature, orbital frames. You don't film those directly, you model them. That's exactly how science communication works. Textbooks use diagrams, universities use simulations, NASA uses animations. That doesn't mean that the underlying physics are fake. It just means that humans learn visually.
And think about how simple the question here actually is. It's just rooted in truth. Because if it can't be physically demonstrated, it can't be physically true. That simple statement, question, can be tested and verified by all, the results of which prove, as Danny Boy proves here, with every single video he makes about me, you'll have no practical demonstrations in it whatsoever, just appeals to authority, citation of beliefs, and cartoons as physical demonstrations. Mad, mad times.
Now this is just repetition. In my videos I reference things like observable measurements and astronomical observations. Now that's not an appeal to authority, that's citing evidence. An appeal to authority would be just trust NASA. Evidence is, here is the measurement, here is the prediction, here is the match. Now that's a big difference. The irony here is he's asking for physical demonstrations whilst ignoring the ones that exist. Mad times indeed.
It's interesting from a psychological point of view, thinking what his audience must have thought. Where he actually thought and kind of claimed he'd had a result by citing a cartoon animation to his audience as a rebuttal to physical reality, which was my stance. Obviously he tried to muddy the water and hint at a straw man in there to kind of lessen the blow of his cartoon animation. Stroke citation, cartoon animation citation as a physical demonstration, sorry. But the interesting thing is his main subs in their tribalistic mindset will buy into that cartoon, and of course did.
That is pure projection, because the real tribal move here is dismissing evidence based on how it's packaged, rather than engaging with what it predicts. If the globe model were wrong, you wouldn't need psychology. And it keeps repeating cartoon animation, as if repetition turns it into some sort of evidence for fraud. But a visual model explaining a concept is not a replacement for actual data. It's a way of communicating the data. Now that's important, and obviously something that Level Earth Observer is just not getting.
But the people on the fence who see a man celebrating his victory as he cites a cartoon animation as a physical demonstration and claims it overrules physical reality, those people would have quickly seen the truth there.
Again, the animation is not the demonstration. The demonstration is the measurable, repeatable outcome. I would not have claimed that any animation is the demonstration anyway. I would have clearly been using it just as a visual tool, that's all.
And that's why this question is so damning. So simple, a child can get it and stand by it and not be refuted. Unless, of course, the things that are being stated are physically true. And then that child or adult or whoever will happily stand by the things that are physically true. But the globe can't be physically true when the people that are defending it are citing cartoon animations as physical demonstrations. Mad times, as I keep saying. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
The real tell here is, again, the repetition. If one question really did destroy the globe model, you wouldn't need to keep saying how simple and damning it is. You would just show the model failing. You haven't, and you never will. This entire argument hinges on one idea. If it can't be physically demonstrated, it can't be physically true. But the globe is physically demonstrated. What he's really attacking here isn't the physics. He's attacking the way it's explained. Calling an animation a cartoon doesn't dismantle orbital mechanics. Mocking diagrams doesn't stop satellites or GPS working. And dismissing models doesn't make eclipses less predictable. If the globe were false, the model would fail in the real world, but it doesn't. So this isn't a damning question. It's a rhetorical loop built on pretending demonstrations don't exist. And when the only strategy left is to shout cartoon over and over, that tells you everything you need to know. So without any more fuss, that's where we're going to wrap up today's video. Please do let me know in the comments below what you thought of our Level Earth Observer's question there. As I say, we're all done and dusted for another one. Thanks so much for watching today as ever. If you enjoyed it, please do consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the thumbs up button too. Just enough time to once again thank Ground News for sponsoring today's video. Remember, go to ground.news/Simon to stay fully informed on breaking news and compare media coverage. Just subscribe through my link in the description to get 40% off unlimited access if you support the mission and find it as useful as I do. I've been Simon Dan, have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow for an interview with DITRH David Weiss. It's going to be a good one. See you then.